administration and town council that an internal department will better serve the citizens of our community. One of the key principles of the FCSS program is local responsibility in priority setting and resource allocation, and therefore each municipality is best able to determine how the dollars they receive should be allocated to best meet local needs. We are required to give notice to each municipality within the current WFCSS program. We are also required to write a letter to the Minister of Human Services detailing our intent to withdraw from the program and notification that we will be setting up a municipal department to manage the program. Administration is also requesting authorization to add the position of FCSS coordinator to our organizational chart with funds for the salary to be drawn from financial stabilization.
Thank you, Linda. Thank you, Linda. I'm looking for a motion from council from the recommended action after much discussion. Someone would like to make that motion?
Your Worship, I would move that Council direct administration send a formal notification of withdrawal from the WFCSS program to Wheatland County, the Village of Rockyford, the Village of Standard, and the Village of Hussar, and the Minister of Human Resources, effective January 1st, 2013, under the signature of the Mayor.
Human Services and Resources.
Perfect.
You all heard the motion. Any further discussion? We've had some, but any comments or discussion from council? Yes, your
question through the chair to Linda. I just got off the phone with the resident who's a nurse and very concerned about how this will affect home care and seniors, and I'm just wondering if that's going to be a factor as far as this change in the way we're going or the way we're headed.
The home support services?
Yeah, and home care.
And home care.
For aged.
But we would try to continue on with most of the programming that's in place. Just make a couple of changes to some of the other programming. And of course we would hire somebody on who has some expertise in this, who would set everything up for us.
Okay. And is the office staff, it seems like they've known for quite a while they're up in arms, or they're quite concerned obviously. Is there any change to how things will be as far as the office staff and the staff that are currently with the WFCSS?
I can't answer that. That would be up to the other partnering municipalities.
To the county then?
Yes.
Counties, Standard, Rockyford, Hussar.
Councilor Best.
Your Worship, it's my belief that the town needs to be proactive on this, and as we head to the future, and there's certainly points ahead that may deem us to become a city in the future, that we need to be ready for that to happen, and I believe that it's best that a city would have an FCSS program in place when that happens.
Any further comments? Councilor Rocky.
Your Worship, I strongly believe it's not like we're splitting from each other over bad deeds or anything like that. I think it's going to be better for both sides in the end result.
Any further comments? It's my understanding that the programs that are in place now, especially those to seniors, they will certainly be looked after in the existing programs.
Yeah.
We're not letting anybody down.
No.
If not, anyone, no further comments? Questions? All in favor? Motion carried. Oh yeah, sorry. Any other motion then?
Your Worship, I move that council authorize administration to add the position of FCSS coordinator to the organizational chart with funds for the salary to be drawn from the financial stabilization.
You all heard the motion. Any questions? Discussion? Not all in favor? Carried. Next item on the agenda is the top lift of asphalt on Lakeside Boulevard and East Ridge Road tender. Jesse.
Jesse. Back in 2009, the town made a number of improvements to Lakeside Boulevard and East Ridge Road to improve the access onto the highway as well as widen the roadway. 1 to 2 years has passed since the time of that construction, and usually our second top lift is put on after 2 years, so this road has an opportunity to settle and finalize the surface work and the top works on that piece of roadway. A capital project was put in place this year, 2012, for that top lift with a budget of $60,000. That budget was based on the original tender for the construction from Metro Paving, who had performed the work in 2009. We spoke with Metro Paving and they indicated that due to the time that's elapsed since the original construction, they're not able to honor their commitment from 2009 at the $60,000 price for the top lift, and had requested to submit an additional quote for that work. That then opened up the tender process. We posted a tender on with a purchase and connection for 2 weeks, and at the close of tender we received 6 tenders from various organizations in the Calgary area. Tenders ranged in price from $77,935 up to $120,780. So there was a bit of a jump from our original $60,000 the original tender. As an item of note, Metro did not submit a tender on that work, so they indicated their interest, but then did not tender with us. The lowest tender being $77,935. We're requesting a change to the project budget to allow for the updated pricing. In addition to the asphalt, we'll need to paint the lines once the asphalt's in place, and we should likely have a bit of contingency in there just in the event that we run into some unforeseen issues over there. There is a concern that some of the, if you look, the gutter is high in a couple areas. There may be a little bit of fluctuation relative to the amount of material that might be needed. So we requested a project budget of $85,000 with $3,000 for line painting and $4,000 as a contingency. We'd also requested the tender for the top lift be awarded to Rubydale Asphalt Works as the lowest bidder of $77,935 plus GST. We reviewed the references, spoke to a number of municipalities that worked with Rubydale in the past. All references came back excellent. Our operations manager has experience with Rubydale as well, and has indicated that his past experience has also been very good with Rubydale. And so we recommend that Rubydale be awarded the contract.
Go ahead, Councillor Hamilton.
I was just curious, Metro Paving not held contracts to complete the paving regardless of the 2 years?
We had a number of issues with Metro Paving back in 2009. The town had actually, we had issued a letter to Metro Paving that we did not intend to follow through with the commitment that they had made because of the issues that we had with the service that they provided in 2009. There was a number of delays, claims for additional expenses. The relationship really soured with Metro during that project, and we did in fact issue a letter. We contacted them, time has passed and some of those hurt feelings have settled, I guess, and we contacted them to see if they'd be interested. And they said they'd be interested in the work, but not at the $60,000. And where we'd already issued a letter, that basically absolved them of their requirement to fulfill that.
Okay, thanks.
Thanks. Question through the chair to Jesse. The work that was done in 2009, that's separate to the paving that was done in 2011?
Which paving?
Eastridge Road? Am I confused as to what road we're talking about?
Yes, yeah, sorry.
Okay.
The portion of East Ridge was, in 2009, it was from Highway 1 on Lakeside Boulevard back to the four-way stop.
Okay.
And then east from the four-way stop to the four-way stop at Archie Clyber Trail and Center Street.
Okay.
So this is separate from that 2011 paving.
Okay,
It's
thank
just
you.
the next east portion.
Thanks.
Are we compelled to do it within 2 years? Or
We don't need to.
no?
But,
For warranty reasons, though?
no.
No?
No, but that's typically when it's the best time to get back in and fulfill the entire work. And now it's been actually 3 years, so it's a little longer than what we typically do.
So there's no warranty on the existing lift whatsoever?
The warranty's expired.
Yeah. But there will be on this new lift? Or will it affect? Because there's 2 different contractors, will that warranty be affected?
The previous warranty is expired with Metro Paving, so there's no warranty concerns with Metro, and this would be new negotiations with
thank you. I'm just looking to confirm, our normal practice is to include the second lift as part of the original contract. Is that correct?
Correct.
Okay, thank you.
We had a project this year, the Center Street. We completed the second lift of asphalt with the contractor that did the original work from 2008. And they were more than willing to fulfill their obligation under the original contract back to 2008. So it was, and that was last year in 2011 when we completed that project.
Councillor Rocky?
Hi, Your Worship, through the chair to Jesse. I'm reading that bottom line here on page 2, wait until 2013 to confirm the work with a new budget. My question is, is Thomas Drive slated for 2013 still?
At this point, it is on our capital plan, the 10-year capital plan for Thomas Drive next year.
Would we be able to tie both these in at the same time as far as paving goes? Would we get a better price maybe?
Could be worse.
Well, could be worse.
Could be worse, yes.
Or would that tie up too much roads in town for at the same time?
It would delay it. There wouldn't be any paving on Thomas until later in the project due to the underground work that would need to be completed. And I can't really speak to the pricing. It's very hypothetical.
Okay, just curious.
Point,
Wait.
Any further questions? Not, I'm looking for a motion.
I move the council amend the 2012 capital project for the top lift of asphalt on Lakeside Boulevard and East Ridge Road to $90,000, including GST, with funds to be drawn from the Financial Stabilization Reserve.
Any other motion, any further discussion? Not, all in favor?
One
Motion
question, Your
carried.
Worship. We're going to 90,000, but yet we're at 77,000 plus 7,000. It should be 85,000. Is that not correct?
sorry, the 85 does not include GST.
Okay.
And there's about $4,500 GST.
Okay, thank you.
I'm sorry for that.
Any other further questions? All in favor? Carried. One more motion.
Your Worship, I would move that council award the 2012 top lift of asphalt for Lakeside Boulevard and East Ridge Road contract to Rubydale Asphalt Works for the tender amount of $77,935 plus GST, and that the mayor and CAO be authorized to sign the contract on behalf of the town.
You heard the motion. If there's no further questions or discussion, all in favor? Thank you. Looking for a motion now.
Your Worship, I would move to adjourn.
All in favor? Carried. Thank you.
Get it up.